Hey guys, I'm Daniel. After a few requests to how to make custom skins for on the Chroma requests subreddit, I thought I'd make a video and show people how to do it. First off, the main thing you need is Skin Installer Ultimate. You can just Google search that and find it. This is how you install skins, how you find the files that you want to change, and yeah, everything you need. Next up, you want to make sure you have something like Photoshop. I've heard other words thrown around like GIMP or something like that. I think people even use Paint to get the job done. So make sure you have the basic editing program that you're going to need. Once you have that, just go to Google. What are we looking for? You're going to want the DDS converter for Photoshop. As you can see, I've already got that. That'll be a plugin for your Photoshop. That's how you'll be able to read the files. Definitely need that. The next thing you want is Ultimate Unwrap 3D Pro. Just click on the downloads part if it comes up like this. That's easier. When you do it, make sure you go down here and grab the plugin for, where is it? I think I just went past it. Yeah, just here, League of Legends. This will give us a skeleton, which is the SKN that we need. So you want to grab that, grab your 64, your 86-bit, that's up to you, up to your computer, and download that. Once you got all those things going, go into Skin Install Ultimate. Let's go over to the Skin Creation tab, and what you want to do is drop down this RAF folder, and this will take a while to load on your computer. I've already done it, but that'll take like 2-3 minutes. After that, just go into characters. Now, one of the requests that we have was for Shaco, so we'll just grab Shaco. Now, these are the files here as well, and this is what a basic champion will look like. You know, like Anivia, Ezreal, champions that have been around for a really long time. They'll just be thrown in like this. This has both. What you want to do is go to the skins folder. The request was for the Asylum Shaco, which is number 5. So you want to grab this. This is the actual skin, and you always know because it's got TXCM. So grab that. You'll also want to grab the skeleton, which is the SKL, and the skin, which is the it'll wrap that skin around that skeleton. So grab those 3 things, and you want to export check files to computer directory. You can just click desktop. That's fine. Come up with a little box saying that. Say yay. You'll get a little folder on your desktop that has data. Just click characters. Now, if you haven't done this before, you'll only have that one that you've put in there, but I've got a heap because I've been working on this for a while. Shaco, skins file. Alright, so now the next step you need to do, this is the original file. We don't want to mess with it because it's actually going to mess with the files in the league game. So what we want to do is copy and paste, make this, and then one of the things we need to do to get this to show up in the model viewer is to actually match that name to this. So what you want to do is just get rid of that and make sure it's matched up. You can go ahead and open that in Photoshop now. That's the skin there. Next part, you want to open the SKN file. You'll always know it's that one because it's a couple 100 kilobytes, whereas this is like low tens. Let's click that one. Alright, this is where you need to find that file through this directory. So you need to go in here, go back to go from the desktop if you like, desktop, data, characters, scroll down to Shaco, skin 5. Alright, we've found it. Open that one. Now see, we've already matched this material's name up. That's the name you'll need to match to get that to come in. So if we were using this, we wouldn't be able to see anything. We'd just see that white model. Go ahead. Alright. So now we've got the Shaco in the model viewer. There's a few things you can do. You can press F to get it at the front. Obviously B for back, T for top. I think Y is bottom. I must have run out of things. L for left, R for right. That's just a good way to look at it. But one of the better ways is to just go perspective. And this will let you go completely around it. You can also press space and it'll, do a little presentation for you. Alright. So we're going to move on to doing some of the basic editing. Alright, so first up I'm going to show you how to make things black and white. A lot of people have been putting up some skins where, they've really just grabbed black and gone over it like that, but you can't do that because it's just going to come up with one solid black color, which is actually no information at all, so it looks really bad. So we're going to show you a few better ways to do that. The skin wanted it to be black and red, so we're going to go ahead and we'll do his shorts. A good way to, you look at this file and obviously you don't know what's where it goes, whatever. But you can make heads and tails of it, sort of. We can tell that this part here and this part here are the left and right leg respectively. If you get a different skin and it's really hard to find out what's going on, a good way is to just grab a really unnatural color like pink and go just paint over it like that, and then just go file save. When you do this, make sure that it'll be set to this, but that's not what we want. We want it on 1-bit alpha. Don't ask me why, it'll just mess with the files if you don't, so just press save. And over here you get the live change. Alright, so we know that's his right leg over here. You can just go back to Photoshop and Control Z, undo that. Alright, so what we're going to do is just grab the polygonal lasso tool. We're just going to go around the leg part. Alright, so I've selected all that. First thing to do is go Image Adjustments and Hue and Saturation. If you know the shortcut, just Control U. It'll bring up this little drop box here. Alright, what we're going to do is all these changes are only going to get made to that specific part that we've just selected. So what we're going to do is just drop the saturation completely down. Alright, that's going to get rid of all color in the image, make it black and white. You can go ahead and file save that if you want to have a look at what it looks like. We're not done with it yet because that's more grey than black and white. So what we're going to do is grab black in your brush. You want this soft brush here, just the first one. What you want to do is drop the opacity down to anywhere between 10 and 20 is pretty good. The left and right bracket keys, they'll make your brush bigger and smaller as you go. So what we're going to do, we're just going to give it a once over, and then we're going to give it a bit more shape and go around just the outsides this time. Alright, after we've done that, we want to give it a little bit more oomph, so just go Image Adjustments and then Brightness Contrast, and it'll have this little box. You want to go up about that much and down about the same much on the other side. Okay, that's looking a lot nicer. Save. Yeah, that's good. Alright, next thing I'm going to show you is how to put a different color in. I know a lot of people just with these chroma stuff, simple stuff is good. So I'll show you guys how to do something like that. Say if you wanted to edit chroma and you just wanted to change the color of Shaco's hat, you could just select that. Alright, once you've selected what you want, once again just go Image Adjustments and Hue and Saturation. This time we're going to be working on the hue slider though. This will just this will change the colors together. So you can watch as we slide it down. It'll go through green, start getting darker, go through yellow, and down to the orange. Whereas if we take it back to the middle again, go the other way, it'll go the blue, the violet, the magenta, the red, and then back to the orange again. That's almost like most editing that you'll be doing is just sliding this bar, seeing what changes. You can even just do the whole thing, like if I deselect this and then select all, hue and saturation, and just go bang. We'll get it a bit nicer. File saved. I mean, bam, you've got a chroma right there. Like, that's pretty cool. That's another trick. I just want to show you guys a few more, because sometimes, you know, when people ask for like a request, you know, this guy wanted a red skin, but like these are the socks, obviously. I'll file save that again and bring it back so you can tell. That part there is both his socks. They might want that red, but there's very little chance that if you just hue and saturation that it's not going to make a very nice red. So I can show you guys a few, like the second last trick on how to get like a different color in. Just zoom in on that. What you want to do is make it black and white to start with. So take this hue and saturation out. Let's say that we just want it black and red. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the black a little bit darker. So we'll go across these parts with our opaque brush just to make it a little bit darker. Sorry. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Alright. Now what we want to do is grab any of the grey parts of this grey and black sock, and this will take a while. This is an important skill to have. Once you've selected this one part, you can keep going by just holding shift, and when you click again, then you've got a free mouse again. You can take your finger off shift once you get it, but this is how you select multiple things. It's really useful for this sort of stuff. Alright, I've selected all that. Now what I want to do is to bring the red in is just go image adjustments and then go color balance. Alright, we're going to get another slider thing. We've got shadows, midtones, highlights. It'll start off in midtones. What we want to do is just pump some red into that to start with. You can almost go all the way with the midtones. Shadows, you want to hold back a bit, otherwise you just get, look, that's just red, which is never really completely what you want. You want to go midway for the shadows. Highlights, you can go a bit higher. That looks pretty good, but another way you can finish it off if it doesn't quite pop yet for you is just go contrast and actually just bring the brightness down a little bit. That'll make it look deeper. We'll have a look at that. Cool. That's not bad. If I wanted that to stand out a bit more, what I could do is just go back to Photoshop and go around the outlines with some black, like a darker black even than there, so it's like outlined, if you get what I mean. Alright, one of the last things I want to show you guys in this video is really cool. Doesn't always work, but when it does, it's a real time saver. So all this silvery blue in the image, the polder, the gaunt, the braces, then the shackles and manacles and that. We want to make them all a different color. We're going to go with gold for it, like the padlock. First of all, we'll get rid of we'll make the shirt and the other right leg black, so that doesn't come with it first. But yeah, after that, we'll see where that goes. Alright, so I quickly just made the other changes. What you want to do now is go image adjustments. I'm going to go replace color. If you know the shortcut, you just go shift control and / and it'll bring up this little box here. So what this does is when you pick a color with this eyedropper that my mouse has changed to, you can make global changes to every instance of that color. So what we're going to do is, it takes some fiddling, but we'll see what we can do with it. Alright, that looks sort of the goldy color that we want. Alright, but that's only one instance of it. Obviously there's like thousands of different of blues. So what you do is you just hold shift, you'll get that plus symbol again, and then just select the next part of it, and then the next part of it, and then the next part of it, and then the next part of it. Okay, you see that? I should have changed the hat before that, but what that's done is selected all that metal that we had before, and you can just go okay and do that, and we'll file save. This is for this instance. You probably want to do it at the last part. We could go through and change those splotches of blue on it, but that's a really quick way to do to make one color another color. Like I said, we would fix that up and we would have changed the hat already, so it didn't get put in with the global changes, but that's one way to do that. Alright, so that's probably most of the tricks that you'll need to get going. If there's any questions, just let me know. You can always ask me at the subreddit Chroma request, and I'll have the details down below. Thanks for your time, and I hope it helped.